Two games by not coming into games prepared. I thought they were very prepared. They out-physicaled us in the first quarter, and it took us probably till halftime to adjust to the physicality of March basketball, and we got to be a little bit more prepared the next time, and that's on me. I should have had them prepared for the physicality, and so we have some work to do this week to mentally get ourselves where we want to be. I thought we did a good job of fighting back. I thought we tried to come back in the second half, and you know, we just needed a basket here or a basket there, and maybe a stop. And you know, once again, hats off to Lamar. They made the plays when they had to make them to keep us at bay, and we could never get over that hump to get ourselves back in the game. Had a great crowd tonight. I thought our fans showed up. They have all year long. They got the best fans in the Southern Conference, and they showed up and showed out, and really made it a good atmosphere for us on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, just starting on the offensive end, it seems like outside of a stretch in the third quarter, you guys never really found that rhythm. Just was that kind of the physicality that you mentioned kind of affecting things on the offensive end, especially early?
I think a lot of things, you know, I thought we missed some good looks in the first half, first quarter, and you know, when you're playing a really good team and you get that good look, it's imperative that you knock it down. And if you miss one, then you got to make sure that next time you get that opportunity, you go make it happen. And I thought we kind of got our head down, and you know, they tightened up their defense, I thought, in the second quarter, and it was we weren't getting any good looks in the second quarter. We came out in the third quarter, and you got to make extra passes against Lamar, and you got to penetrate, kick, and one more extra pass makes all the difference in the world. And I thought we made that in the third quarter. And you know, fourth quarter we were trying to press and, you know, try to get ourselves out of double-digit hole, and I think that's the reason we didn't get our offense going the way we want to get it going down the stretch. We were trying to press and run, and you know, we had to shoot quick shots because we were down double digits.
Yeah, and you kind of mentioned the second quarter. That's kind of when it started to get away from you a little bit at the start of that one. Just kind of, what did you see just on offensively for you guys, but defensively for them, or vice versa, that you kind of thought they were able to make that run in that quarter there?
Well, I thought we got stagnant on offense. We stopped moving the basketball. We got in our 5 out, and we began to stand, and we didn't continue to execute, and we didn't follow through with, okay, they took something away, then you go to your next option. And we weren't able to read the fact that they took something away and go to our next option without freezing. And you know, we did that in the third quarter. When they took something away, we went to our next option. So we're capable, we just didn't do it in the second quarter.
Yeah, just what do you kind of think was the difference in that third quarter? Because that was the quarter you guys shot over 50%. It seemed like you guys were starting to make the run. Just kind of what was the difference from your view from that to the second quarter you guys kind of struggled with?
I thought our execution was better, and I thought we made the extra pass. I mean, it was we'd get the ball where we could have scored, but we made one more pass and got a great look at the basket. So it's just, you know, a refinement of our offense and a little extra execution, and you know, having your head up and not, you know, getting frazzled with the physicality of the game and feeling like, oh my gosh, it's so physical, I got to get a shot up. No, you got to keep running your offense.
Yeah, Timmy, just kind of about that physicality, like, is that, especially as someone that has the ball in your hands a lot, is that kind of something you feel when a team comes out and trying to play like that, and how do you kind of move past it if they do try to play you like that?
Yeah, you definitely feel it, but like Coach said, like, they were more aggressive, and they threw the first punch, and we let it happen. We didn't be physical back until it was too late. But yeah, we felt the pressure, but I mean, that's not an excuse. We need to, you know, they threw the first punch. We gotta like be more aggressive back, but we did.
Yeah, and just kind of for you, offensively, I know I mentioned you guys kind of found in the third. Just kind of what was the difference between early when you're struggling and then later when you kind of were able to kind of bounce back and make a run at it in that period?
I felt like in the third, like the first 5 minutes, we got a lot of stops, and that fuels our offense. But so yeah, when we started getting stops, started getting steals, that like just motivated us and like just got us going.
And Coach, I know this was obviously the last one of the regular season. Just kind of, what are the things that you kind of want to take away from this one heading now into the conference tournament this Saturday, whether you're on the positive or the negative side?
Well, I think the positive about this is we got to have a better start on Monday. We got to You know, we got some time off here where we can maybe re-energize our legs a little bit, and we can refine some of the things that we need to execute better. But we got to be mentally prepared to go play March caliber physicality basketball and bring it from the tip. And I think we learned a lesson tonight that, hey, you got to be ready from the jump to go play physical. And it's not the fact that, you know, you got chested up when you cut across the lane. It's the fact that you stopped cutting because they were chesting you up. So we got to fight through the physicality and keep executing our offense.
Coach, going into the tournament, you guys, it's the first time in a couple of years you haven't had a bye. Just talk about the mindset going into compared to how it's been the last couple of years where, you know, you're going to have to go play 4 games for a championship.
Well, I think we're going to take a couple of days to re-energize our legs, and it's about going one game at a time, and that's not true. It's about going one half at a time, and that's not true. It's about going one quarter, and that's not true. It's about one possession at a time for as long as you're in the tournament. And it doesn't matter if you're playing, you got a double bye, you're sitting there getting tight while the teams that are on the floor are playing. You got to go play. And if you get people confident and they are bringing it, and you can get some execution going, you can win 4 or 5 in a row. You know, you're going to win an NCAA championship, you got to win some games in a row. So we got to go win the first possession, and then we'll move on to the next one and you know, go through the tournament.
And obviously, first round against Northwestern State, we only played them once this year. The game here was kind of a defensive battle. Just what do you both of you kind of take away from that one as lessons to learn going into Monday's game in order to turn that around and get a win in that first one?
Well, Northwestern has great guards. They're well coached. They play really good defense. They got a shot blocker. They got 3-point shooters. We're going to have to bring our defensive mindset and play defense the way we're capable of playing. Then offensively, we got to execute. We can't stall out and not execute our game plan. So we got to bring our A game because they are a good basketball team and they've had a great year.
And Timmy, what do you kind of remember from that first matchup against them that you can take into this one?
I remember our energy was low, and you know we couldn't get it going on offense. But you know, next Monday is a new season. The record is 0-0, so like, you know, just gotta come in there with good energy and, you know that, you know, we're all trying to like we're all trying to advance. So, you know, yep.
Yeah, and just to wrap things up, Timmy, I know last home game of the season, I know you're a senior, obviously, so this might have been your last game here at home. Just kind of, what has it meant kind of playing here in front of the fans throughout the last 2 years that you've been here?
It's meant a lot that, you know, the fans and the support that I've been getting on and off the court from the Islander community. And, you know, it's been good, so I'm going to miss playing here, and, you know, I'm just excited to see everyone next week.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
Oh, I hate doing this.